Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M2 Medium. It's one of the only tanks that was actually accepted into service with the US Army during the interwar periods. It's a Tier 3 American medium tank. It's located on the south spawn of Abbey, and it's under the command of Crixman, and he's in platoon with Talonnail, also in an M2 medium. Okay, game's underway. Now both of them are armed with the 75mm gun, and this gun fires high explosive or heat rounds, and it does a lot of damage, 175 alpha, and it will penetrate 38mm of armour with the standard HE, and with heat rounds it will go through 92mm of armour, but only does 110 alpha compared to the 175. So if you use the premium rounds, because it's firing at tougher armour, you may find that you're going to get less damage, but all the same, you pick and choose. If you fire HE, there's a very good chance that you might actually get a penetration or do severe module damage to the enemy, and we've spotted some enemy up front. A Panzer IIIe. Oh, and he's already got a hit into Crixman, in fact 2 hits, and one of them was big, so yeah, he's actually now down by 140 hit points, 146 actually, but he fires a rear round into the rear of the Panzer IIIe and he's got his kill. Now there's a Panzer 1C trying to creep up on their right hand side, but you see that BT5 took a hell of a pounding, and now he's out the game as well, and it looks like that M3 medium is trapped, and this Panzer 1C can't go anywhere because Talonnail is stopping him. Now that BT7 Art's also got an HE firing gun, and it's of a similar caliber, so he could do severe damage, but he's having difficulty trying to get accurate shots at the moment. Reload time 4.31 seconds, slightly longer, but then remember it is a slightly higher caliber in this M2 medium. It's also festooned with machine guns, this tank. In fact, the Americans loved putting machine guns into tanks, as many as possible. And this is probably a reaction to the First World War, where every tank that had machine guns with purpose to actually try and, he's got another kill, to try and knock out enemy troops. In fact, I think they felt that the more machine guns you had, the better. In fact, some of those machine guns at the back, if you notice, actually have pivots so that they can actually shoot in quite a few different directions on an arc, and it's even got machine guns at the front as well. And there goes another BT7 Art. So 4 kills now for Crixman. He's certainly doing a lot of damage. Now a lot of people like the M2 medium. It's actually quite quick, as well as having of course that 75mm gun. But it does have a drawback, as you can see, because it does take a lot of damage. And they were spotted probably by that T29 over in the Abbey. And I think they've decided to go back to the cap because they've noticed something, that the cap's about to be overrun by 2 BT7 Arts. And in fact, actually, I think what Crixman's doing at this moment is trying to get shots on those enemy tanks back in the cap area. They've wiped out the BT7 Art on our team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they start capping. Okay, he's aiming for one of them. You have to lead the targets. The HE shells are slightly slower. They've got a higher arc. It's if you're looking or aiming directly at the target, then it's a lot easier. He kills that BT7 Art, but the T116 gets a shot into him, but he whacks him back for 187, which is a high roll. Okay, he spotted another T29 coming up behind him, and he takes a round for 101 hit points, and now he's down to just 90. He's lucky he didn't lose any hit points there. Meanwhile, Talonnail's gone straight back down the river road and is engaging the T116 face to face. And looks like the T116 is going to come a cropper here. I wonder if Crixman's going to get him. I'm also a favour of the derp guns. And another kill. Now he's up to Top Gun. And potentially he's got the high caliber as well. Yeah, I do like derp guns, I really do, because they can be so much fun. But just recently, on my American account, my NA account, I actually got hold of Wolverine. And instead of actually fitting the 76mm gun, I think it's the 76 or 75mm, I actually fitted the 105mm, and it's just absolutely hilarious, blasting enemy tanks a long, long way away and getting huge amounts of damage, obscene amounts of damage on them, and they don't even know where the shell's coming from. Okay, he's locked onto that T29. Is he? No, he's not locked onto him yet. He's just trying to do it manually. If you're going to play peek and boom, sometimes it actually does help. Oh, now he's using that wreck as cover. Pokes out again, and watch out you don't get hit. Talonnail gets a shot into him, and there's the kill. So he's now got 7 kills, and Talonnail's got 2. That's 9 between them. There's another enemy tank coming up the other side. It's an M3 Stuart. Unfortunately, our Panzer IIJ is engaging him at the moment, but the Panzer IIJ's got a limited number of 30mm shells. And oh, crixman spotted a T29 way off in the distance, coming this way. Lovely shot there, 146 low roll. Can he get another one in? Yes. Oh no, that one hit the ground, and he's lost sight of the target. This is where having the binos really does help. There's the M3. Talonnail's just the other side of the rock, and he's very low on hit points. He doesn't really want to get hit by that M3 if he can help it. Okay, the guy's come out from cover. There he is. Oh, he gets a kill, but unfortunately crixman takes a round for 43. So now he's critically wounded as well. Only 47 hit points left. Talon's got 74. He gets a nice shot into the BT7 Art. But remember that T29 somewhere nearby. He's been spotted again. He gets a round in, but it's a near miss, and Talonnail takes the kill. So he's now got 3 kills, whilst crixman's got 8. There's still 2 enemies out there. One of them is that T29, and there he is. Nice hit. Talonnail's moving to a better position, and he gets the kill. The problem is the last enemy. So Pack 40, the FCM 36 Pack 40, a tier 3 premium French tank destroyer with an incredible 75mm gun, capable of penetrating virtually any armour at this tier, and it's also got a very long view range, and that means that he's probably going to see them coming before they see him, and that could be a problem because that thing is super accurate, and both these players have low hit points, so they're both one-shots for the Pack 40. Now, they could come together. The problem is we don't know how many hit points the FCM 36 Pack 40 has, and it's more than likely he still has all of them. He could be anywhere at this moment, but I suspect he'll probably be guarding the cap area, hoping that the enemy comes to him. Now the M2 Medium actually only had the 37mm gun. The 75mm that they've actually fixed on it in this game is actually fictional. Never actually appeared on this vehicle. In fact, the 37mm is positively anemic when it comes to doing damage, and yet it's not a very great weapon. Well, Talonnail's going to poke his head around the corner first. No FCM there, so he's moving on. It's probably better to do it this way, actually. Stay fairly close behind, but not too close that you get wiped out the next shot that the Pack 40 fires. Now, which way do you go? I think this way is better because you can get to look over the cap through the bushes before you actually get to go down and commit yourself to finding the enemy. Okay, he's going to poke out through there. Be careful on this spot here, because a lot of people come up to these bushes thinking that they're invisible. They're not. They can actually be spotted sometimes. Meanwhile, crixman, he's gone around the corner. Well, he can't see anything, and that's always a possibility. You see, the Pack 40 might be hiding in the bushes, waiting for both of them to get into the cap. In fact, he might even wait for both of them to get at least 30 or 40 cap points apiece, and then he'll start shooting and wipe them out, collect a defender medal as well. Well, nobody's shot yet. so he's not jumping the gun, but he might be waiting for the other one to turn up. Crixman's having a quick look, but he's decided to start capping straight away. And here comes Talon now. And I just hope that he's not over somewhere in the bushes over there, waiting for the right moment to shoot. That would be the tricky thing to do, the smart thing to do. The rest of the team are egging them on. They're saying, you guys rock, because they've actually, well, they've managed to carve up all the enemy except that last one. And there's the Pack 40. Oh my god, he's coming in, and he is 100% health, and Crixman is wiped out with the first shot. And despite the fact that Talonnail's still firing, I'm afraid it's all over. They're both dead, and that's it. It's a defeat. Yes, what I predicted about the Pack 40 getting them one shot each did actually happen. He wasn't hiding in the bushes. That's what I would have done. I suspect that he decided that he was going to be proactive and go and find Talonnail and Crixman directly. That was probably a bit of a mistake on the part of the Pack 40. He would have been much better off hiding in the bushes and waiting there for the right moment to strike. But instead, he was too impatient, and, well, it hasn't hurt him because he still won. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, despite the fact that they got defeated, it was a first-class tanker for Crixman in the M2 medium. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12. He also got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. But best of all, he got a crucial contribution. Yes, between Crixman and Talonnail, they both got 12 kills. And crucial contributions in a platoon are fairly rare. Unfortunately, when they both died, they lost the chance to get the brothers in arms as well. But they certainly did incredibly well because Crixman got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And he also got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. There's no Radley Waters, I'm afraid, for 8 kills. And he did get 8 kills in this game. Because Radley Waters cannot be awarded below tier 5. Tier 5 and above only. So let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage definitely went to Crixman. He got 2,045 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was Talonnail with 1,747. And after that, it was the T29 on the enemy team, 1,077. The FCM36 Pack 40, he only got 2 kills. And, well, they were Crixman and Talonnail right at the end of the game. When it came to kills, again, it's Crixman gets the highest number with 8. The second highest was the BT7 Art on the enemy team, got 6 kills, so he got a top gun. And then 4 kills went to Talonnail, and after that there was 2 kills for the Pack 40, the BT7, another BT7 Art, and a Panzerkampfwagen 2 Ausstellung G on their team, the guy who took on the enemy Panzer 2 BT7 Art. And when it came to base XP, it was the BT7 Art on the enemy team with 968, 826 for the T29, 776 for the other BT7 Art. And just after that, it was Crixman with 672. And then it was Talonnail with 576. So sadly, they didn't get the highest in base XP, but they did come, 4th and 5th. So that's not bad. That's good compensation. Let's have a look at detail report. Well, fired 26 rounds, got 18 direct hits, 14 penetrations, 4 splash. Damage of 2,045 hit points, of which 204 were at more than 300 meters. Received 11 hits from the enemy, 6 of them were penetrations, 5 non-penetrations, and block damage of 298 hit points in total. Spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 8, and did 142 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 18,046 credits, got 10,000 credits for personal missions payout, and 1,431 for the Achievements Award. That's for getting an Epic or Battle Hero medal in a losing or drawn game. 29,477 credits together, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and the ammo's really cheap for these HE guns, it's 26,999 credits profit. He earned 672 base XP, 368 for the Achievements Award, 156 for playing in a platoon, and took away 1,196 experience points altogether. So not a bad game for both Crixman and Talonnail in the M2 medium. It's quite a good tank actually. It's not the best tank at tier 3. I still hold that the Valentine, the British Valentine, is a far better tank because it's got the 2-pounder gun and very tough armour. But this tank is fun because it's an HE, it's a derp gun, and you can run around the battlefield. The only problem really is the fact that it lacks armor, and you can take a lot of damage. So whenever I play the M2 Medium, I try and do a standoff battle where I derp them from a long way away, and that way they can't get shots on me and damage my tank or penetrate my armor. Well done to Crixman and Talonnail for the crucial contribution. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please. And thanks for watching.